Okay, it's time to create some virtual servers and pools in our labs. So let's open up our VMware, and hopefully you still have your BigIP running. If not, go ahead and start that up, and also start up the Ubuntu server. We'll actually start using this. And let's go to our XP client. Okay, so in the previous, you just finished provisioning your device. So now we're going to click on local traffic, and we're going to create a pool. So we're going to click on pools, pool list, and then create. Okay, let's go ahead and name this. I'm going to name it HTTP_pool. And description is going to be HTTP pool. Okay, we're going to leave our health monitors blank for now. We haven't created any. We're going to use round robin. All right, we're going to go down here and give it an IP address of 172.16.20.1. And we're going to use port 80, which is right here. And the reason we're doing this, if you go to the Ubuntu server, you'll see that over here, here's our servers that we already have configured. So we're just actually going to just put in these IP addresses. Okay, so now we're going to click add, and then we're just going to add .2 and click add, and then just change to .3 and click add. Okay, and then we'll scroll down and just click finished. Okay, now that we got that configured, we can move on to the virtual servers. So we'll click virtual server list, and then we're going to create, and we'll give this a name of VS_HTTP, and we're going to give it an IP address, and that'll be the destination IP of 10.10.4.100. We're going to use port 80. Okay, and we'll just scroll down all the way to the bottom under resources. If you go to default pool right here, and this is our HTTP pool we just created. So we'll select that and then click finished. Okay, now that we have that created, we could actually test this. So we can go up here, open another browser or another tab in the browser, and we could go to http://10.10.4.100, not 1000, 100. Click enter, and you can see that I was just directed to server 1. Okay, now we're using round robin, so we could refresh this a few times, and it should give us different servers. So let's go ahead and refresh. And here's server 2, server 1, and if we keep refreshing, eventually we'll get to all 3 of these. So now we're on server 3. Okay, and we'll just do this a few more times. All right, now let's go back to the BigIP. If we click over here onto statistics and then virtual server, right, we could actually see that we have traffic going to it. And that was the traffic that we just created. We can also go to the pools, and we could see how many times we actually went to each of these pools. And then, of course, our nodes. So now you pretty much know everything there is to know about LTM. No, just kidding. We still have a lot more to learn. Okay, so let's create another pool. This time, we're going to use port 443. So let's go to pools, create, and I'm going to use HTTPS_pool. Okay, scroll down and we're going to give it IP addresses 172.16.20.1. And then of course our port is 443. Click add, and then our second server, and then our third server .3, and finish. Okay, we'll go up to virtual servers, and we're going to create another virtual server. And this one is going to be VS_HTTPS. We're going to give it an IP address, destination address of 10.10.4.100. And port is going to be 443. Okay, and then we'll just scroll all the way down to our resources and assign the default pool that we just created of HTTPS. And then click finished. So we could also test this now as well. So if we go to another tab, and if we just use this one, we just add an S to it. And yes, I want to continue. And so now we're on our 443 server. And if we refresh this a few times, we should change into different servers since we're using round robin. Doesn't look like I'm jumping onto server 2. Not really sure why, but oh, there we go. So, okay, so we got that. So now we could come back here, view statistics and virtual servers, and then we could see that our HTTPS site now had traffic going to it. And then we could come up here to statistic type and click pools. And then we could see our HTTP pool and our nodes, and we could see that we actually had traffic going to them. Okay, so we could go ahead and clear this. Okay, so that's pretty easy, right? So I'm pretty sure you're ready for the next lab. So let's get started on that.